question still remains, will I survive?
Will I survive?
Will I survive?
Only a second in time carved out in history. A grain of sand in the glass, a blade of grass in the forest, they have destroyed
My soul no longer knows what it's made of. I become too numb to realize that this is an apocalypse, lost in the thought of forever I'm hooked. But still trying to grasp the difference between mortal and God. There's nothing like this. When needles become survival methods, I mean, I really can't live without it. You see, this arm is made of steel, but even my soul can be pierced.
Judgment surrounds me as a byproduct of a God complex instilled since birth. Media pushing judgment like Bible pushers, spreading the good word that comes from the higher ups.
I was just a little girl, using my hijab to hide my humiliation. A dam to stop the rivers from flowing from my irises, wishing that I could just stop the tears and emerge fearless. But I cannot win this fight. So I will no longer fight. I surrender today on 9/11.
The day the desperate calls to 911 was the day the oil began flowing from the sands, when the calls rumbled through the country like thunder, when we let the thunder take us away. The day fear and obedience began. Flowing from Capitol Hill and into the veins of every single citizen, forcing them to take arms against a whole culture.
My culture? If in the end you choose to crucify me, I beg of you, please hang me next to your Jesus of Nazareth. I pray 6 times a day that your God will forgive me of my sins. Because I have yet to hear Allah's answers to my calls.
I sometimes hear voices.
Screams!
Loud enough to rupture my spleen, but cringe at the thought of ever running out. This real world really knows how to tear apart my insides with blades of regret.
Now the sounds of fists on the door in search of guns has drowned out the sounds of similar cries. Elected officials pull the blade to Uncle Sam as they force him to pilot the weapons of mass destruction.
I fight because this is the only time I'm alive. If I shall ever lose a battle, then I'm hit again. Cut deep with your words, Jesus killer etched in my mind, a swastika etched in the dirt on the playground that fully. Who'd have ever thought my religion could hurt me? Like identification numbers tattooed on my grandmother's skin, or rocks thrown across the Gaza Strip.
They no longer deserve the graces this world has to offer. Words thrown at children whose cries for help were too often ignored, but they should have listened. They should have listened before Eric and Dylan murdered or injured 36 of their fellow classmates after the claws of insanity finally finished them.
I'm suffering from being more robot than human, controlled by what kills me, and too alive to forget I remember. Getting a kick out of this. Now the kicks just haven't stopped, and I don't know if I should take my hat off or indulge in this flame.
As it flickers above the menorah, 4 generations of believers gathered around my grandfather's table. 4 years of regret for the bar mitzvah I should have never had. They should have kept the Star of David hidden, so I wouldn't have to deal with this, and I could just disappear from the cruelties of the outside world.
On nights, when it rains, it pours, so we smoke. With the intentions of no longer running from this battle, these clouds are only pillows of false hope we dream. That we are one with the sky until lightning strikes and reality beats us to the punch.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son,
that whosoever does not believe like me shall perish without everlasting life. I heard him call out for Jah as if he was God, and I was confused. No, he was confused, as if there was some sort of sickness or dyslexia or a case of mistaken identity. I don't know what he thought, but I know that my God is God, not Jah, nor Allah, nor Jehovah or Yahweh to save them.
But there's still hell on earth, and I'm swamped in chains, attached to good intentions and wishing someone would scream,
"Get over here!"
Pull me out of this pool of blood.
We have 538 of them saying, "Your soul is mine."
You will serve me.
But I propose a new practice for the judgmental practicing religious, whether Jewish, Muslim, or Christian, some sort of oral circumcision, nipped and tucked to sanitize the words they say to me and eliminate the part of them that makes them think that they're better than me.
This is moral combat. This will end in the ultimate fatality.
They tell me to up the X, never come down from O's, box out all distractions, and remember to pull it all together, because this triangle starts your fatality the moment you live,
will be the very moment you die.
With the God's answer, there will only be judgment, but the question no longer remains.
Finish him!